So in the last video, we saw that we have something known as lab content and another option known as lab environment, where the lab content would be used and the tasks assigned would be executed. Now we will see what is this lab environment. So you can see that each task requires some resources that are assigned by instructor to the student. So these are the resources assigned. So this is a network that consists of few network nodes known as routers, and some of these routers are connected with switches to each other, and we have some virtual machines that are the PCs. So as we can see that this is PC1, so it is a Ubuntu virtual machine. You can see by the icon, and as I hover my mouse over this virtual machine, I'll get bunch of options. So these options can be used for getting the console or restarting the virtual machine if something goes wrong with the virtual machine. We have a facility to rebuild the entire virtual machine. So this will just wipe out all the data and the student can start from like a clean slate. We have option of shutting down the virtual machine, which is basically to shut the virtual machine, and these are the options we will look into more details. So if we click on get console, it will redirect me to a console of that virtual machine where I can log in by entering my username and password. So if I reboot the virtual machine, you will see that the icon disappeared and there is a red color inside the virtual machine, which means that we have rebooted the virtual machine. And you will see the effect of reboot. So it is in a reboot state. Once it's rebooted, you will be again able to see this login screen. So if you click on hard rebuild, it will wipe out the data from the disk and it would give you a warning if you want to do this or not. So right now I have instantiated a rebuild for the virtual machine. As you can see in the task state, the virtual machine is in the rebuild state. Once it is rebuilt, the data would be wiped out of the disk, and you can start with a clean virtual machine to run your experiments. So we have these options for all these virtual machines, and this environment is pre-configured by the instructor for the student. So instructor has flexibility to create a custom template for an entire class, which can be shared by student groups, which we will see in the management functions. So for instance, if I want to shut this virtual machine down, I'll click on the shutdown icon, and the red color says that the task state is powering off. So we are shutting this virtual machine down. So we can see that the PC1 that we rebuilt has uh, this Ubuntu icon again. So this means it has been rebuilt and we can use it again. So that's it for this video. In next video, we'll see some more details about MyLabs.